Doug Aldrich from Whitesnake, and I'm here at Guitar World talking about our new record, Forevermore. It just came out, and we recorded it in Lake Tahoe and in Los Angeles. Put the songs together in 2010, and it's got a lot of cool different guitar stuff on it, so check it out if you get a chance. So on the record, for the gear recording, my primary guitar was a gold top Les Paul, very similar to this one. And I use Les Pauls a lot these days, pretty much exclusively. I've got a bunch of different guitars that we'd add for flavors. A couple of Zemaitis guitars and Dan Armstrong 12-string, and a Dan Electro guitar, baritone guitar, and just, you know, different things to spice it up. But the main feature from my end is a Les Paul. This is a brand new gold top that I got recently, and I had it. I changed the frets to a little bit higher fret with a Dunlop wire, and it's got a signature pickup from John Suhr that he does for me specifically for Les Pauls, and it's just a killer sound. It's like hot vintage, if that can make any sense. And this is, you know, I actually had some 70s knobs I stuck on this. It kind of brings me back to when I was a kid, because my very first guitar was a gold top. And, you know, it was my very first good guitar. My first guitar was a copy of a Les Paul. But finally, a friend of the family said, "Hey, I'm selling a Gibson Les Paul, gold top. Do you want to buy it?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I want to buy it." I thought a gold top was what Jimmy Page played, you know, like a Sunburst. But so I get the money together, and I go to this guy's house, and I open the case, and I look, and it's a Gibson. It's like, yeah, it's a Gibson, cool. And I look down, and I'm like, oh man, that's a weird color right there. And but you know, but it was a Gibson, so I took it anyways. You know, I wanted a Les Paul, a real Les Paul, and now I've grown to, it's my favorite color of all time. It was the first color that Les, I guess, put on a Les Paul. So I'm kind of reliving my childhood playing this, and I really dig it. On the record, amp-wise, it's pretty much on my end strictly Marshall. You know, I do have some other amps that I dabble around with, but I have an old Marshall that's my favorite. I've used it on every record. It's a '79 JMP that's been has been a workhorse for me. I bought it in 1981, and I've blown it up a few times. I've gotten it fixed, and actually, it's just amazing sounding. So that's what I use primarily, that amp. Also, Marshall's got some interesting new stuff that I tried that I was really surprised about. One was a JMD1. It's kind of a hybrid amp, which, like, digital front end, but with a tube back end. So you get that pure Marshall thing happening on the back end. And they've basically made this amp to simulate all their very best amps. And that thing sounded pretty amazing too. So I used that a bit. I used a vintage Modern, and I loaned a Randy Rhoads amp from them and used that a bit. But that thing was so loud, man, it was shaking my house. The last bit of the gear thing was pedals. I always got to have a wah, and I'm using the Dunlop. It's a custom audio version of a Dunlop wah, and it's pretty cool. So check that out if you get a chance. And I got a signature pedal with a company called Magic Box, and it's called the Rocket Fuel. And for solos and stuff, it's really awesome.